Hey there sexy vault dwellers, Stormy Skies 369 here with some glitches and tips for your junkyard camp. So starting with what I think gives your camp that real junkyard feel are plants in appliances like this corn in the toilet here. We've also got plants in tyres, and over here we've got a moot fruit in a bathtub. Over here we've got a potato in a barbecue. Mine has sunk as I moved it into a dirt pile, but I'll show you how to do it properly. And we got another version of a plant in a tyre. So we go to our build menu, and in appliances we choose a barbecue. That's the one. While I'm here, I'm also putting down the toilet. It's nice we got a clean toilet, but for the junkyard camp it's got to be the beaten up looking loo. And finally the bathtub. Next we go to our food tab, and if you're building on dirt it's easy to get the crop and appliance to merge. We simply just plant our crop in the dirt, and all we do is pick up the toilet and move it on top there. It looks awesome. And we'll just move the toilet out of the way. And the same for the bathtub, just pick it up and move it on top of the crop. Okay, now the barbecue is a bit different as you want the crop higher, or if you don't have a dirt pile to work with then you'll need to use this little trick. I've shown it before and I've been told that it doesn't work, but it does. You just need patience and perseverance. And corn is a nightmare. I think it's because it has such a small footprint, it's hard to snap to other objects. Meat, fruits and melons are probably the easiest. So going to show you again how to do it. Go to your power connectors and choose a small pipe. I use a blueprint of 2 crops, but it works just as well with 1 plant. Here's where the patience and perseverance comes in. Guys, it took me 10 minutes to do this, which is a long and frustrating time, but you can do it. And once it's done, blueprint it. It will save the time and hassle next time. Okay, now it's finally attached to the pipe. We can go anywhere we like onto the barbecue. If I can remember where I put the barbecue. There we go. The pipe blends in nice with the handle, but you can use the good old dirt pile to merge it a little bit. You can apply this method with any appliance and any crop. I'm going to leave it there as I've covered this before, but wanted to share some ideas on how to use this method in a junk camp. And quickly, here's how to merge in case you're new and haven't seen it before. It's how I made the tyres in the plant. And I'll have to quickly find a sweet spot before I have to defend the workshop. You don't have to use an ore deposit to merge, you just simply need to find the dirt pile where the item that you place will sink down. With small tyres it have to be placed on dirt or merged with another tyre to give it more height. And using the dirt pile merge you can change the look of vendors. This tyre vendor would also look great in a garage too. The next glitch I've got for you is amazing, and it lets you build walls anywhere without floors. As you can see here, I've used a mixture of the junkyard walls that are freestanding and my own freestanding walls as well. Yes, you got your classic place a doorway, delete the floor and change the doorway to a wall. But then the wall is always floating and I just don't like the look of it, it don't look right. What we want to do is go to defences, and this perimeter frame with stairs is what we want to use first. We then place the perimeters without the stairs, and this is a great piece. It really doesn't get the attention it deserves from builders. They can even attach corner pieces. Okay, this is a bit of a bonus glitch because you don't need the stairs if you just wanted these perimeters. just delete the pieces that are touching either side of the stairs first. Then you can delete the stair piece while leaving the other pieces now freestanding. As you can see, you can't delete the stair pieces while pieces are still attached, but these bits don't count. Okay, but the trick's even better than that. I'm just going to put these pieces back down to show you how to put the walls on. As you can see, I no longer need the stair pieces in order to apply the standard pieces, and this trick's even better than the doorway glitch because you can apply the shutters as walls. So we go back into our build menu and go to walls. And they simply just snap in place. Okay, and just one more shutter there we go. So now all you need to do is delete the perimeters. And that the walls are still freestanding. Okay, that one kind of blocks the view a bit, so let's delete that one. There we go. You can still change the wall pieces like you normally would. And look, there's no gaps at the bottom, they're in the mud. Okay, and if we go to our power supply and we give the shutters some power, you can see that they also work. You can also add roofs. So I'm really proud of this. I haven't seen this used anywhere else, and there's just so much building potential. You can even keep building walls up like you normally would. It's not just walls, you can build the shutters up as well if you want, and they will still work if you give them power. So you've got a freestanding building without any floors. It just looks like it fits into the surroundings a lot better than when you've got that big gap between the floor and the wall. Okay, you may run into some problems when you try and delete the walls. Okay, as you can see here, that top one isn't going to delete for me. And I think that wire's in the way, so I'm going to have to delete that. Okay, so we just go back to our perimeters with the staircase and put those down, and that will allow us to delete the walls, but it must be the ones with the stairs. And then there we go, all deleted. Okay, still on wall glitches, I have another I haven't seen used before, and I love it at my camp. It gives a certain feel to the area, and these are the Billboard walls. They are an atomic shop item though, but if you've got them, here's a new way of using them. Okay, normally they stand so high and you can't use them as a wall. So if we go into our floor decorations, and I'm choosing the tyres because it fits the theme. And then we get the leg of the billboard and just place it on top of the tyre. Go merge that, guys. I'm going to speed this up a bit because there's so much merging. Okay, now that's at a decent level, we can get our foundation piece and start building our room. Okay, on this one I'm just going to use the stairs. But if we merge the billboard a little bit further down into the tyres, let's just take it over here and speed all this up again. Okay, and with 2 floor foundation pieces down, we can now line up the billboard. And look at that for a structure. Does that not get your creative juices flowing? What could you guys build with that? Here's my last glitch for you guys, and that's a custom made bed. I'm going to show you how to make it with lights in. Unfortunately my camp budget didn't allow for it in this final build. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So in the build menu under tables, you'll find a low table that looks a lot like a bed frame. Okay, then select the smaller light boxes and place them along the bed. I've blueprinted for ease, but the point is to make sure that all the lights are connected at this stage. Now put a power connector in the corner, and again make sure you attach the wire to the lights at this stage. You also want to make sure that that power connector is in a place where it can be connected to another pipe or power connector to get electricity to it. And once that's all done, we merge. Oh my god, those lights are wonky. And we need to add a bit of power to it, and you can see the lights. Let's turn my Pip-Boy light off so you can see it a bit better. There we go. It does look a lot better when the lights are straight, so do take your time to do that. For the headboard, I've selected a shelf and put a few bits on it for display. We take it over to the dirt pile and yep, we merge it. And merge a little more. And then back over to the bed. On the wall, use the letter lights of your choosing and write a word like dream or sleep or whatever word you want. Okay, once you have all the words on the wall, make a blueprint of it, and you want the gap in the shelf to be eye level, so I move it to the edge over here and go to blueprints, and you should be able to get it pretty straight at this level. There we go. I don't know what happened to my footage, but basically you need to put this pipe down on top of the table first. So put your mattress and then put the shelf you've just done on top of the pipe, and then you get your sleeping bag. And voila. You have your own custom made junkyard bed. Okay, just to finish it off, we can go back into our build menu, and under lights we go back to the small lights again, and we can just fill in that little gap at the end. Okay, that looks a bit better. And then if we go into our floor decorations, we can just add the finishing touches, like a trunk at the end of the bed, maybe some posters. So my bonus tip is how to make your comic book stand look full without using up too much of your budget. And this is a really easy one to do. Completely fill the bookshelf with your comics. And then go down the list and sporadically remove a few. It gives the comic book stand the look of reality, like people have actually been taking the magazines off the racks. It's not just in these neat rows. It just looks a bit more realistic, and it saves you a bit on your budget as well. So that's all the glitches and tips I have, but if you wanted to build an Honest Jon's junkyard camp like mine, here's the location. It's in the ash heap, and this is what it looks like when you first arrive. So we already have this pre-built structure here, which was the foundation of my camp, and inside you can see I didn't add too much decoration. It's already quite full of stuff and junk, which is a great bonus if you do camp here. You get lots of junk items. Normally there's another 2 packs of adhesive up there on the shelf up here. And these crates normally have a bit of junk in. And over here, these 2 bottom crates normally have some grenades in. The top crate is my own stash box. And just walking around to the back of the structure, you'll see a staircase. In my build, this staircase led up to my shop. And this thing here was an excellent plant stand. It does clip through the flooring. But be warned guys, if you camp here, there is going to be an enemy spawn. And you get all sorts, yelguys, bloatflies. I've had cave crickets and mole miners. You name it, it has spawned at this location. But I've also had the mole miner hunters spawn here and the holiday scorched, so that's quite good when that event's on. But round the other side and down the road a bit, we have a random spawn location. And my favourite spawn here is the lemonade stand, but you do get all sorts of randoms apart from the travelling merchants. They don't spawn here. And just down here a little, we have a fusion generator with a fusion core. And this little building here, you can't actually camp down here, but it's so close that you can run down here and loot it of its junk while you're grabbing a fusion core. You've also got a chemistry bench, a bit of ammo. I don't know why there's a pumpkin in the ash heap. There's a few fuel tanks here as well if you're after that kind of thing. And we got a large toolbox and a duffel bag. I feel like I'm doing a location video now. But it's a great spot, and if you guys wanted to do a junkyard camp, I'd highly recommend it. Just look at all this loot and junk that's just a stone throws away from your camp. So with the next patch update, we can have more than one camp location. So guys, I definitely recommend this one, give it a go. You've got nothing to lose now, you don't have to destroy your original camp. Oh, and over here is the purveyor, so that's really close as well. You are going to get a few enemies, but hey ho. And lastly, over here we have the Billboard. You can't build within this area, but it does have a Nuka Shine bottom, which means if people drink their Nuka Shine, they are randomly going to spawn right next to your camp. Might be a few extra vendor sales for you. And we've got another wooden crate, a mattress, and a little bit of junk. Overall guys, apart from the lack of water, I don't think this location could offer anything else. It's a really good location, check it out. That's all I've got for today guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out the Honest John Junkyard's Camp video if you haven't already. See you soon, bye!